You're like, yeah, bullshit. That's not the future. All right. Coming up to the stage, give it up for some Tom Hines. Come up, Tom.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you guys like beer at all? Do you guys drink beer at all? I drink a lot of beer. My least favorite beer is Coors Light, and it's not because of how it tastes. It's their ad campaign where the mountains turn blue to let you know that it's cold. I got one question for you, Coors Light. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? There are like 8 ways to tell if a beer is cold. One of them is already sight. It's got sweat on it. It came out of a fucking refrigerator. But speaking of beers, I actually I went to have beers with my ex-girlfriend the other night because I'm self-destructive. And she was telling me all about her life, and I already knew because of Facebook, like all this shit she was telling about her last 9 months. I'm like, I know. Who's that? And then she kind of came out and called me a Facebook stalker, and I think that's a little bit of a rough term. Like, I think stalking, like 10 years ago, meant you were like hanging outside, you know, your ex-girlfriend's apartment, crying and masturbating while singing Inside My Love to yourself. And now it's just like looking at pictures of her sister's wedding that she put on the fucking internet, right? I didn't like steal that shit. Not again. No, but I only do 2 things on Facebook. I stalk or investigate whatever the women I have slept with and the women I want to sleep with. And I think the worst thing about Facebook right now is Facebook chat. It's fucking amateur hour. The worst person you know on Facebook uses Facebook chat. Like your cousin, haven't seen him in like 10 years. You're like, hey, Drew. No, yeah, I do still love sandwiches. Offline. I wrote this joke the other day. I don't know if it's going to work, but okay. So the Civil War's got an anniversary coming up. Sesquicentennial. Big deal, like 150 years old. And, you know, the South is like going to celebrate it. Those are their people, you know, those are their grandparents. And I was thinking how difficult it must be to be a black guy in the South, you know, probably in general, but also for this upcoming event. Because you're looking around and you're like, it's got to be like, you know, like you're with somebody, you're in a relationship, and all they can talk about is how much better it was with the last regime, with the ex. You know, and had the 2 of them enslaved you. I'm going to give that to my black comic friends to try. My least favorite other commercials, the ones that I wrote jokes about earlier, are prescription medicine commercials. And I specifically hate when the spokesperson, or no, when the actor in the commercial becomes the spokesperson. You know? Guy takes a boner pill, walking along the beach with his wife. Suddenly turns to the camera and says, if you're on alpha blockers or other cholesterol inhibitors, talk to your doctor first. Well, what the fuck am I listening to you for, man? All I know about you is you can't get an erection. And now you're some kind of expert? Go fuck your wife. Tom Brady's going to do commercials for Uggs, some women's line of shoes. His Tampax was spoken for. Go Jets. I don't know if you guys have step-parents. I have a stepdad. They're the fucking worst. They're always trying to be your friend. They're always trying to be like, you know, really understanding and cool. But I gotta say, the worst part about a stepfather, hands down, is their Irish accent. They're always like, diddly diddly dee, I'm not your real dad, but I'm going to have sex with your ma. Nobody else has an Irish stepdad? Okay, alright, I'll work on that one. That's okay, maybe tighten that one up a little bit. Speaking of foreigners, I had an Italian exchange student staying with my family at one point, and he kept learning all these dirty words, but he didn't know what they meant, so he'd ask me, he's like, you know, what is blowjob? And then I didn't, you know, we were in Catholic school, I didn't want to, like, tell him, and I probably didn't know, but I just said, look, man, it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's perfect, just leave it at that. But I probably should have gone into more detail because it got really awkward at dinner that night when he told my mother that her pasta, it is very blowjob, yes? This sauce, it is nice titty fuck. I think you understand. I think the whole night is very hand job. All right, guys. Thanks so much.